Storm's End. Rhaenyra Targaryen's long marriage tour finally reaches Storm's End, the powerful home of House Baratheon. She has spent many months traveling from one lord's castle to another, listening to suitors who wanted to marry her. By the time she arrives at Storm's End, she is tired in body and spirit. Lord Bormund Baratheon welcomes her with respect and gives her the place of honor on his own throne. One by one, suitors from across the realm come forward. Some are too old, others far too young. Many come from houses with little influence. Rhaenyra listens, but she is rude and disrespectful. She insults every suitor that speaks. The hall grows tense when a boy steps forward. It's Willem Blackwood of House Blackwood who starts to propose to the princess. The boy is insulted by Gerald Bracken of House Bracken. Their houses have hated each other since the beginning of time. When Willem begins to speak proudly of his family, Gerald interrupts him with mockery and insults. The argument gets out of hand fast. Lord Baratheon tries to calm them, but their anger is off the charts. Rhaenyra decides she has heard enough and announces she will leave. As she turns away, the two young rivals begin a violent fight. Swords clash. In a sudden moment, Willem Blackwood kills Gerald Bracken. The hall falls silent. Willem stands shocked at what he has done. Rhaenyra stops in her tracks. She looks back stunned by what happened. She leaves at once, ending her marriage tour. Daemon returns. Rhaenyra sails back to King's Landing, standing with Kristen at the side of the ship. She stares into the cold wind, knowing her father will ask why she returned without choosing a husband. The sea is quiet, and her thoughts are many. Then a deep roar shakes the air. A dark shape moves across the sky. Caraxes, the bloodworm, flies close by the ship. His long red body twists in the wind, and his wings make the ship tremble and throw everyone off their feet. Riding on Caraxes is Daemon Targaryen, her uncle. He has been fighting in the Stepstones for years, and recently defeated the Crab Feeder. His unexpected return means trouble, because Daemon never returns without causing discord in the court. Rhaenyra watches amused as Daemon and Caraxes fly toward the Red Keep. She knows that whatever peace her father has found will now be disturbed. King of the Narrow Sea. Inside the Red Keep, King Viserys prepares to meet his brother. The throne room fills with nobles who whisper quietly as Daemon enters. He carries the Crab Feeder's warhammer and wears a rough crown made of driftwood. His soldiers in the Stepstones had named him King of the Narrow Sea. Daemon walks forward slowly, then kneels before Viserys. He removes the crown and offers it to the true king. The moment is tense, as everyone waits to see how Viserys will react. Finally, Viserys steps down from the Iron Throne, lifts Daemon back to his feet, and embraces him. The court breaks into applause. As of that moment, the brothers have reconciled, but not everyone is pleased. Otto Hightower, the Hand of the King, watches Daemon closely. He knows Daemon's return will bring volatility. He also understands that any shift in Daemon's favor threatens his own influence. A feast of appearances. That night, Viserys hosts a grand feast to celebrate Daemon's return. Music echoes across the hall. Servants pour wine. The king laughs freely, enjoying his brother's company. For the first time in a long while, Viserys seems truly relaxed. Queen Alicent approaches Daemon politely and tells him about the new tapestries she has helped commission for the Red Keep. Daemon shows no real interest in them, making their exchange uncomfortable. Rhaenyra watches the moment quietly. Later, Alicent and Rhaenyra meet privately. Their friendship has been ruined since Alicent married Viserys, but the talk is honest. Alicent asks about the marriage tour. Rhaenyra explains how tiring it was, and how she felt humiliated by the endless line of unsuitable suitors. Alicent listens intently, but there is still distance between them. Both women understand the roles they are forced to play. Rhaenyra finds Daemon in the Godswood under the weirwood tree. The leaves rustle softly as they speak in High Valyrian. Daemon tells her that marriage in their family is a duty of blood and politics. Love has little to do with it. Rhaenyra listens, troubled. She confesses her fear of childbirth, remembering how her mother died suffering in labor. Daemon's tone becomes serious. He tells her that a Targaryen woman's life is shaped by duty, not freedom. Their conversation is filled with unspoken meaning. Both understand each other in a way that others at court cannot. Night on the town. Later that night, Rhaenyra returns to her chamber and sees a bundle of clothing on her bed, along with a message marked with a symbol she recognizes as Daemon's. She discovers a hidden passage behind her room's wall and follows it into the dark tunnels beneath the Red Keep. She walks past the enormous skull of Balerion, the Black Dread, before finding Daemon waiting for her. Together, disguised as common people, they slip through a secret door and enter the crowded streets of King's Landing. Rhaenyra feels a rush of excitement. For the first time in her life, she moves through the city without guards, without titles, without expectations. She laughs freely as she walks among jugglers, musicians, and drunk men singing in the streets. Daemon leads her to an outdoor play where actors mock the royal family. They make fun of Rhaenyra's claim to the Iron Throne, telling the crowd that her younger half-brother Aegon should rule instead. Rhaenyra watches the crowd cheer for the joke. She feels a sting of pain, but understands that this is how the people truly see her. As they wander through narrow streets, a member of the City Watch spots Rhaenyra. He recognizes her but says nothing. He lets her pass out of loyalty to Daemon. Finally, Daemon brings Rhaenyra into a brothel. The place is filled with noise, bodies, and firelight. Their closeness grows intense. For a moment, Daemon seems ready to cross a line he has avoided for years. But suddenly he stops. He pulls away, confused and unsure. Without a word, he leaves Rhaenyra alone. Rhaenyra returns to the Red Keep by herself. Sir Criston Cole is waiting by her door. He sees her and tries to ask questions. He lets her trap him into her chambers. Rumors and consequences. In the city, a young boy who saw Rhaenyra in the brothel runs to Mysaria, Daemon's former lover. Mysaria passes the information along to Otto Hightower. Whether she does it for money, influence, or protection is unclear. But the rumor reaches Otto exactly as she intends. Otto understands immediately how dangerous this is. A story about Rhaenyra and Daemon could destroy her reputation and change the future of the throne. He goes to Viserys early the next morning and tells him what the boy claimed to see. Viserys reacts with anger. He accuses Otto of trying to weaken Rhaenyra and push Aegon forward as heir. Otto insists he is simply reporting what was seen. Later, Alicent confronts Rhaenyra privately. She asks if the rumor is true. Rhaenyra admits she went out into the city with Daemon, but insists nothing sexual happened. She says Daemon left her. Alicent chooses to believe her, though there is doubt behind her eyes. Exiled again. Viserys summons Daemon to the throne room. His anger is visible. He accuses Daemon of trying to ruin Rhaenyra's honor. Daemon offers no clear defense. Instead, he suggests that he could marry Rhaenyra. This enrages Viserys, who sees it as proof that Daemon does not respect his daughter. Viserys strikes Daemon and orders him to leave King's Landing at once. Daemon does not argue. He accepts the king's command and prepares to return to the Vale. Once again, he is driven from the court and from his brother's trust. Ice and fire. After dealing with Daemon, Viserys calls Rhaenyra to his chambers. He shows her Aegon, the Conqueror's Valyrian steel dagger. When he holds it over the flames, hidden words appear on the blade. The message speaks of a terrible danger rising in the north in the distant future. It says a Targaryen must unite the realm to survive the threat. Viserys tells Rhaenyra that this is why her role matters. Her duty is greater than her personal wishes. To protect the kingdom's future, she must marry Laenor Velaryon and unite the Targaryen and Velaryon families again. Rhaenyra agrees to the marriage, but she demands something in return. She wants Otto Hightower removed as Hand of the King. She tells Viserys that Otto serves his own interest and will always work against her claim to the throne. The next morning, Viserys removes Otto from his position. Otto leaves the Red Keep, defeated but still dangerous. That night, Grand Maester Mellos brings Rhaenyra a cup of moon tea. It was ordered by the king. Moon tea is used to end any chance of pregnancy. Rhaenyra understands what it means. Even though Viserys defended her, he still fears the rumor may contain truth. And with that, the episode ends. Analysis. This episode continues to show the immaturity of Rhaenyra. She insults every suitor that came to see her. It's true that none of them are a viable match, but a little respect and decency goes a long way. She also insulted her host, Bormund Baratheon, by not being nice to his guests. For someone trying to solidify her claim, she has a funny way of doing it. Daemon was frustrating this episode. He got crowned as King of the Narrow Sea, comes back to court, gives up the crown, and then just fumbles it all again. All that goodwill and political capital gone down the drain. It's just frustrating to watch how he threw it all away. My first thought was, why did he give up the title of king? Couldn't he just stay in the Stepstone and become a pirate king collecting tolls from passing ships? He was in the perfect position, or so I thought. The Stepstones are a unique but ruthless place. They're located between Westeros and Essos, It's a lawless place where pirates have their hideouts. Then the Triarchy annexed the Stepstones and got rid of all the pirates. The lords of Westeros were happy. They started taxing all the passing Westerosi ships. It was fine for a while until they got greedy and raised their prices. When the Westerosi lords refused to pay, the crab feeder started to seize their ships and stake their sailors on the beaches of the Stepstones. After Daemon and Corlys got rid of the crab feeder, Daemon finds himself king of the Narrow Sea. At this moment, what does Daemon have? He's got a bunch of sandy islands that he can't farm or mine. Maybe he could fish, but his main source of income would have to be taxing any passing ship, the very thing that got the crab feeder dispatched. The question that remains is Daemon's position viable? Can he remain the king of the Narrow Sea? The short answer is no. Bear with me. To the west, he's got Dorne, very unfriendly to Targaryens. To the east, he's got the Triarchy, with whom he just fought a war with. To the north, he's got the Seven Kingdoms, who don't like him very much. He's got a complicated relationship with them. In case you forgot, he's exiled from court. Not to mention all the pirate dens that will sprout out from the Stepstones. Daemon would be surrounded by enemies, and he does not have the resources nor the men to hold his newfound crown. His position is simply untenable, so he gave up the crown to be accepted back in court and reconcile with his brother. It kinda makes sense that gave that title up. The last thing I liked was the dagger. The secret message that appears once the dagger is placed in fire is an obvious nod, or theft from Lord of the Rings. The same thing happened when Gandalf threw the ring into the fireplace. A message appeared and confirms it's the One Ring. It was pretty cool to see, and like fantasy stories, they borrow from each other. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.